Let's start by talking about the design of the Samsung Galaxy A73 5G. It's made of plastic, just like most of the Galaxy A series phones. Plus, they've done a slick job hiding that slightly thicker camera bump. It's got smooth edges, and it somehow feels thinner in your hand than it actually is. Comfortable for all-day use, no complaints there. The power and volume buttons are on the right side, and they give you that satisfying clicky feeling. And here's the cool part. It's got an IP67 rating, meaning it can handle some dust and water, so you don't need to panic around liquids. Now, when it comes to the display, it has a 6.7-inch 120Hz AMOLED display, and let me tell you, it's a real treat for the eyes. Whether you're watching your favorite shows, gaming, or scrolling through social media, this screen's got your back. It's got nice, flat design with bezels that are pretty symmetrical. Now, Samsung didn't mess around with the camera game on the Galaxy A73 5G. It's packing a quad camera setup. We're talking about a whopping 108 megapixels main sensor, along with a 12 megapixels ultra-wide lens, and two 2 megapixels lenses for zooming and macro shots. This thing is capable of some beautiful photos, whether you're out in the sun or capturing the night vibes. Shutter lag is almost non-existent in good lighting, and for all you selfie lovers out there, this phone's packing a 32 megapixel selfie camera. The shots are detailed, and the quality is top-notch, almost like something you'd expect from flagship cameras. It comes with a Snapdragon 778 chipset, paired with 8 gigabytes of RAM. Samsung did a nice job optimizing this phone, and everything runs smooth as butter. Let's talk about the battery. This phone is packing a beefy 5,000 mAh battery, which is enough to last a whole day. In a nutshell, the Samsung Galaxy A73 5G is a solid mid-range phone. It's got a slick design, a fantastic display, a potent camera setup, and a smooth performance. The only downsides are the slower charging and the lack of wireless charging. Samsung Galaxy S23 FE looks like its expensive siblings, the Galaxy S23 and S23 Plus. It's got that premium vibe with a glass back, 3 distinct camera rings, and an aluminum frame. It's not the most compact phone out there, but I'm digging that minimalistic design. It's got that sweet IP68 water and dust resistance, and the trusty USB-C port. On the front, we're looking at a 6.4-inch dynamic AMOLED display with FHD plus resolution. It's got a smooth 120Hz refresh rate and Corning Gorilla Glass 5 for protection. It's got wide viewing angles, good visibility in the sun. Plus, those Dolby Atmos-powered stereo speakers bring some serious noise in a good way. This is where it gets interesting. The S23 FE packs a triple camera setup, a 50 megapixel main sensor, a 12 megapixel ultra-wide, and an 8 megapixel telephoto. The telephoto used to be a superstar, but it's been dialed back to 3x optical zoom. But hey, it still does the job. Selfies are crisp with a 10 megapixel front camera. Pictures are detailed and vibrant, but there's a bit of oversaturation going on. In good light, it shines with sharpness and good exposure, but in low light, it's just okay. There's a 4nm Exynos 2200 chipset, giving you some serious power. It runs smooth as butter, no lags, and handles gaming like a champ. You've got 2 memory and storage options, 8 plus 128 gigabytes or 12 plus 256 gigabytes. Just remember, no micro SD card slot, so choose wisely. With a 4,500 mAh battery, this thing keeps you going all day with regular use. It supports 25-watt charging. If you want a clean software experience with a good mix of features, the S23 FE is a solid choice. Don't let the size of the S23 fool you. It's a powerful phone that can handle anything you throw at it. It's protected by the toughest glass ever, Gorilla Glass Victus 2, on both the front and the back. And it's got a metal frame that's super strong and durable. Plus, it's water resistant, so you don't have to worry about getting it wet. The back of the phone feels nice and smooth with no fingerprints or smears. The cameras are neatly arranged, each with its own lens. The S23 may have a smaller screen than the S23 Plus, but it's still a gorgeous display. It's a 6.1-inch AMOLED with the same sharp resolution. The screen also has amazing colors and brightness, thanks to the high contrast and HDR10 Plus support. The Galaxy S23 has a smart feature that lets you change the refresh rate from 1 Hz to 120 Hz, depending on what you're doing. This makes everything look buttery smooth and fast when you're scrolling or playing games. It's got the awesome Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip, which means it's super fast and powerful. It has 8 cores that can handle any task, whether it's gaming or multitasking. It also has a great graphics card, the Adreno 740 GPU. The Galaxy S23 is also amazing for gaming. Everything looks crisp and gorgeous on the screen. One of the things I like about this phone is its battery life. It has a 3,900 mAh battery that can last for more than 13 hours of continuous video streaming on Wi-Fi and full brightness. That's better than most of the competitors. It also has wireless and reverse wireless charging. If you're looking for a good camera phone, the S23 might be a good choice for you. It has 3 cameras on the back that can take amazing pictures. The main camera is 50 megapixel and can keep your shot steady. The zoom camera is 10 megapixel, and the wide-angle camera is 12 megapixel. There is also a 12 megapixel selfie camera at the front. The S23 can take pictures in any light, with lots of detail. The colors are very bright and sometimes too much, so if you like more natural colors, you might like the Pixel 7 or iPhone 14 better. It can also record 8K videos in super high quality. There are many modes to make your videos more fun, like portrait video or tracking autofocus. The S23 is not the best camera phone out there, but it is still a great camera phone that can capture your moments in many ways.